Three, two, one.
And we're live. Hi, guys. Time for a life update.
It's been a while. I know you guys have been, especially for those who've been reaching out, asking us what's going on or, if everything's okay. Just asking for an update. But life happened, and since the end of November, we'll kind of just get into that right now, and then, just what we're looking forward to moving forward.
Yeah, so December was obviously, it was the holiday season. And so we decided to just take a break, let everyone enjoy the holidays. And then what happened at Christmas? But, oh yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. 2021, I feel like is going to be amazing for all of us. It looks like vaccines are out and slowly everything is kind of getting back to normal, which is really nice. But yeah, in December, I think, actually, it happened even Thanksgiving
The end
week.
of November, yeah.
Yeah.
The end of November.
Thanksgiving week, we were driving home. Then he was having an episode. And so I couldn't go into work. I called out because I'm an amazing wife and I had to be by his side and take him to the ER. We thought it was COVID.
Yeah, that was the crazy part. We thought it was COVID and just the symptoms of COVID.
Yeah.
But it ended up being an infection.
Plus other symptoms. But the crazy part was his parents were here from Hawaii visiting, and they came to be here with all of their children and grandchildren. And we were literally 10 minutes down the freeway and we couldn't even see them because...
For like a week and a half.
Yeah, because we didn't want to...
Yeah, thinking it was COVID.
Spread the COVID.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even COVID. But then we did end up in the hospital for, I think it was 2 weeks. Yeah, it was
Something
2
like
weeks.
that,
Yeah.
And because of the infection, it was the infection in my lungs. And because of that, I was coughing a lot. And then this is like where you know that you're getting older. Because I kept coughing and then I threw on my back coughing.
Yeah,
so
okay,
it was crazy.
Let's backtrack a little bit. So Thanksgiving Day, I was supposed to work. I didn't even go to work because we thought he had COVID. We go to the ER and they release us saying that, I forgot what they said. They said it wasn't, he tested negative and he was fine. But then when he got home, 2 days later,
like fevers and
it came back, the same symptoms. And he was like, he couldn't breathe. That's when I knew it was serious. So I took him back to the ER and then we got admitted and we stayed in there for 2 weeks. And so after that, then we got home, then the coughing didn't stop, and then he blew his back out. So we were literally out for like the whole month of December, and we didn't even come over as much to see his parents because he was always not feeling good. But yeah, that December was...
Yeah. And that led into January. So like in the middle of January, I was like slowly getting better. Or
Finally getting better, yeah.
Finally getting better. And then
we got COVID. So here's the thing. When he threw his back out, like I literally had to be his nurse because he couldn't, like, I had to help him stand up. I had to take him to the bathroom.
The crazy thing with blowing your back, or like with me and my back, is that was worse than the infection I had.
Yeah.
Because like when you have your,
when
you cannot like sit, you cannot lay down, you cannot, just everything just doesn't function properly. So
nothing
was just
felt
like,
comfortable.
Yeah.
It was like he was pregnant or something.
So it was just bad.
It was just
all the
like,
way around.
yeah. And I had to.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I literally had to cater to him. So it was hard. I couldn't work as much in December because I was with him, taking care of him. And then finally when he started to get better.
We were both getting, or like,
Bruh.
I was getting back to normal and then COVID.
Then we both I tested positive first. Oh, I just spit. And it was funny because I woke up one morning, Mavel made me pancakes.
Yeah.
And then I was like...
And then she couldn't taste the pancakes.
Yeah, I was like, Mavel, did you put syrup on here? And he was like, bro, there's choke syrup on there. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I went and got tested right away and I tested positive.
Yeah, and then I guess that was the only symptoms you had, yeah? Was just like the...
Yeah, I was just lost my sense of taste, sense of smell. I was so tired.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we slept probably like 20 hours out of the day.
I don't know why I
Every
slept
day.
20 hours because I was
Yeah, this
asymptomatic.
guy.
I didn't have any symptoms, but she was sleeping. Like, okay, I'll sleep too.
So then after
Yeah,
that,
so
that took us 2 weeks to get
I
over.
didn't have
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
okay. But and then after that,
What happened after
then we
that?
moved.
Oh yeah, then we moved. We left my other job and we live
We
in
moved from American
Orem.
Fork to Orem,
Yeah.
which is just 2 cities
Not
over,
too
a
bad,
couple
yeah.
cities over. So the middle of February,
That was
or
no, we had to be out, remember, by
so it was the
January
first week of
31st.
February. Yeah,
Yeah.
that we were moved into our spot.
Yeah.
And then after that, then yeah, for like 2 weeks, we were just recovering from the move and
The
from
move. I feel like I
COVID, or
still
you
have
know
like
what I mean?
COVID symptoms sometimes. Like I'm so tired all the time for no reason.
So the middle of February, we were just like, okay, now we kind of settled in. We kind of
Yeah.
like over everything. I think we can start thinking about the podcast again.
Yeah.
And then a month later, we're starting up, or
But I do want to share this. I went to Hawaii in February and it was amazing as always. But I would run into people like randomly and they would be like, "Hey, what's going on with your husband's podcast? Like, did you guys stop or what's going on?" And so I just want to shout out those people because I feel like it's cool that people are wanting to still watch and asking for the mukbangs and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, even the people reaching out on Instagram, social media or in person, even here in Utah, not only
Yeah.
in Hawaii, but I don't know. There was a point maybe in when we're in that middle of not doing anything, where it's like, should we continue? Should we just stop? Or but just with everyone reaching out, we just like nah. Everybody's just kind of like a sign from everyone,
Yeah,
that
and I
it's
mean,
still
I love
going.
doing mukbangs, and you love
Yeah.
sharing people's stories. So why stop? It's not like we're doing a bad thing. We have a special guest, and it's someone from back home, and we're just like excited to introduce her and have her come on, and share a little bit about
What she does,
what
what
she
she's
does.
doing.
Yeah, her passion and her love right now. Okay, guys, here is our beautiful special guest. Kelcy is from beautiful Ahue, and she is who we wanted to bring on today.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited. Have you guys ever tried anything vegan yet?
No,
No, not really.
Not yet.
Okay. So we have, as you see, a variety of things. I wanted you guys to be able to try a good amount tonight. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me. I'm Kelcy, maiden name Latu, married name Ponciano Ahue. Like Val said, I grew up in Laie as well, class of 08 from Kahuku High School. Sorry, niggas both 05 now, but yeah, OA represents. So I am just here to talk a little bit about plant-based eating. When I embarked on my vegan journey last year, I was trying to look for someone on Instagram that I could learn from, specifically in the Polynesian community, and I couldn't really find that. So what turned into my personal journey kind of transitioned into a public one with hopes to inspire our people.
I started following your Instagram page, and I was just like, dang, I mean, everything she made, I was like, so I can eat that too. I mean, if it looks like Kelcy's food, the way she makes it. And we just found out she was here, so we were like, bro, we gotta try this and link up with her. And so how I was talking about earlier, like, it's just the active part we were trying to incorporate into our lives, but it's the food as well. And everyone has their own preference, but maybe Kelcy can share with us a few things that you feel have changed since you started your new way of life.
Okay, so I've done keto before. I actually did it years ago, like back in 2012 after having my second daughter, and I lost a lot from that. So I know firsthand that keto worked, and when I was trying something last year, I tried to get back on keto and it didn't work for me this time. My body doesn't react to dairy the same way it used to, and that's a big thing with keto is like having dairy products because it's low carb, high fat, and my body just couldn't. It didn't take to it this time. So I tried doing plant-based, and this is the first time I ever tried just going strictly plant-based. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I didn't want to stop. So therefore, we have the vegan journey.
Yes.
The biggest thing that I love, because again, my body cannot handle dairy anymore, it's all non-dairy. Because vegan means no animal products whatsoever. So no eggs, no cheese, nothing to do with dairy. It's all alternatives, whether it's almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk, just different alternatives than creams that we're used to from the cow. And then no meat. Vegan, as you can see, you know, the cookies, the ice cream, French fries, you know, the chips right there, that's all vegan, but that's not necessarily healthy for us. So I try to just promote both and help people balance the two.
Got it.
Yeah, so can you walk us through what you have, what you made for us? And we're excited, actually, ready to try all this.
Hungry.
Okay, so we'll start in that corner.
Okay.
So basically my favorite chips from before I even went vegan, barbecue chips and the Lay's barbecue and the Lay's original potato chips. Yep. These are basically vegan, but this is my new fave, the chickpeas. Ever since going vegan, it's like vegan Cheetos basically, and I love this. My kids love it. My 2-year-old or my 3-year-old has no idea that it's not regular Cheetos. You know, so I like it. It's one of my faves, especially when I grew up eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
It gives me that fix. Then we have, of course, the veggie platter. We have in this corner, we have some cheeseburgers and chicken burgers. So when I'm wanting McDonald's, but I can't get it anymore, I go and I buy Boca chicken patties and Gardein or Impossible Meat Beyond beef burgers, and I just make my own. So this is the way I get my fix, because I can get, you know, my fries. I still get fries from the frozen section, but yeah, to get my McDonald's fix. On my Instagram page, I do share some fast food restaurants and like things you can get from those fast food places. That's also all included in my vegan starter pack. Then in front here we have some vegan fish and vegan chicken nuggets. So you're gonna get to try a little bit of everything.
Cool, yeah.
Then these cookies, Oreos are vegan. Surprisingly, the cream is not dairy.
I was tripping out when I saw Oreo. I was like,
yeah, I know. Well, but you have to think about it. So like when you are creating a product, and it was probably one of those things that wasn't even intentionally supposed to be vegan.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to create a product that has shelf life. You can't have stuff on the shelf that's going to expire, you know, in a couple of weeks. So they have to use other things in there to make it preserve better.
Yeah.
So Oreos are vegan. And then these cookies, I am so sorry, I don't even know what the brand is called, but it's from Target. Aisha, class of 05.
Yeah,
she actually put me onto this.
Shout out to Lewis and Aish.
So yeah, those are found at Target, and they state on the package that it's plant-based, vegan, and this is chocolate chip and like dark chocolate chunk or something. But they're so good. So I was like, you guys have to try. But it's so easy because you could just pick it up, put it like Toll House, put it in on the pan, and then bake it yourself. Yeah. So that's that. And the other desserts we have are my favorite Ben and Jerry's non-dairy vegan ice creams.
Wow, I didn't even know they made non-dairy
or
vegan ice cream.
No,
So
that's cool.
good. And then all the sauces. I have strawberries over here, and here's a little sauce that our family likes to eat. It's normally sour cream and brown sugar. So it's just vegan sour cream with brown sugar.
Wow.
But the tartar sauce and the fry sauce is just with vegan mayo. Best Foods has their own vegan mayo, which tastes just like normal mayo.
Yeah.
So if you are used to like Vegenaise, that mayonnaise that kind of tastes like Miracle Whip, like no, that's the Best Foods has an option, which is way better. So yeah, this is just stuff that I use and wanted to share it with you guys.
You want to go with the chicken first or the
I'm going
burger?
for the meat. I mean, it's not meat, the...
Right.
Wait, what is it called again?
The cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
The vegan cheeseburger.
The vegan cheeseburger. Okay, guys, look at how beefy that is.
So
That's
this
so
is
cute.
made with Gardein.
Wait, sis, you want one to try too?
No, sis, I'm good.
Okay.
I've eaten all of this
Okay.
before.
True,
This is
true,
for
yeah.
you guys.
Okay, here we go. Try it so.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Bro, the onions are bomb in here.
So
But if you told me that this is vegan, I couldn't tell.
It's still good. I love it.
Even just looking at it, you would think this actually looks like a real burger. Bro, not too
It's just like a
shabby.
Terry burger. It's so good.
Yeah, and you
Look
can.
at that. It looks like
We
meat,
made
guys.
it into Terry burgers where you just soak it, or cook it in it.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what's so cool is it's not actual meat, so it doesn't take that long to cook. You don't have to wait or cook
Probably-
it
or even
long
digest.
enough. Right? Yes, exactly. What was I gonna say?
Wow. Really surprising.
Mind blowing, huh?
Right.
It's so good. I can't.
Try the chicken.
Okay.
We'll come back to this for
Yep.
sure.
Be right back.
This thing is approved.
So it's a chicken burger, but it's not chicken, yeah?
But it's not
It's
chicken.
vegan, yeah?
It's all vegan, sis.
Let me clear my palate.
Right. So this is Link's
Chicken?
favorite. He will eat this all day. Like any day that I have to make my vegan meals, because that's our agreement, right? Is 4 days vegan, 3 nights he can have his meat.
Wow.
And this is something he always has to have every week because he just loves it. It's like he can't tell. He's like, this is one thing. Because you kind of have to get into that mindset as well, where like you're not gonna eat meat, so you can't really expect it to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's just like the meat. It's not gonna
Yeah.
fully taste like it. But I feel like with these products, it comes pretty close.
It's bomb.
I don't know. For me, what trips me out is like the flavor.
Right.
It tastes like chicken, but
Texture,
how do you get like,
right?
I don't know, like how do you get a non chicken thing to taste like chicken? Wow. Pretty crazy.
It's mind blowing.
It's so good, guys.
I could actually like do this, you know what I mean? Like thinking about it, like, oh, we could really put
I
it
even love
aside.
the mayonnaise because I normally don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah, sure, man.
I only can eat it with tuna cans, but
I
This
tried
one's
to make
not-
it like a McChicken, or try to kind of taste like it. That's what I do when I want to make chicken. I
it
get
tastes
the-
like regular chicken
Yeah,
patties.
that's-
Everything's there, like the
Like, how do you get the
flavor.
flavoring to be? I mean, obviously. but-
So that's the two things I've noticed when having plant-based substitutes. As long as you have the texture, as
The
long as
taste,
the texture
yeah.
is similar and the taste, the flavor more so though, because I feel like that's what we
Wow.
as people mentally
Mhm.
remember.
Hmm.
We have those memories of the flavor.
Yeah. I think anyone who would try this would
Yeah,
definitely go plant-based. Like, there's no need to.
and it's like not a hard transition if you like
No.
just the
Especially
taste
because I
and the
love
texture.
burgers. Like, burgers is my go-to. And
Right, that's me too. That's me. I love burgers.
Yeah, same here. Every time I go to a restaurant, that's what I order.
Burger.
Burger,
yeah.
because I'm boring, because it just never disappoints.
So now you guys are gonna try
Well,
the
now
vegan
try, yeah.
fish with the tartar sauce, kind of like fish and chips. I try to think of things where you could have with French fries.
I know, I love how you think of things that we already like to eat as
yeah.
people. Yeah. Or that we grew up eating, you know?
The familiarity.
You can tell that this is not fish.
I love tartar sauce. Wait, but this is actually fish, yeah?
No, sis.
No.
It's all vegan.
Oh, wow.
Plant-based.
Oh, I thought fish was healthy too.
Okay, fish. No, fish is, but it's not. Remember, vegan is
Vegan is just
no animals, not even fish.
No
I thought fish is an animal, huh?
Seafood.
That's kind of fun. I didn't know.
Seafood.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is like fish. Okay, that's bomb too.
Sis.
like elementary.
Local high school, class of 2005.
No, yeah.
For me, okay, I thought, you know, fish and chips, fish.
Yeah, vegan fish and chips.
Wow.
But it's so thick.
It's amazing, right?
Oh my gosh, okay, time to try chicken.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not chicken.
But it's not.
It's plant-based.
Chicken nuggets.
Oh, you put it in here too?
I mean, you can
Oh,
dip it in
what?
the fry sauce. Yeah, however you want.
You can't even tell that fish one, huh? That tripping me out more than the burger or the chicken. Oh.
I could
fish.
eat this as a snack. Oh my god.
And that's really what it is. You know, it's like, how can we make plant-based substitutes work for us? That's how you make it a lifestyle. So everything I try to promote on my Instagram, I try to keep it easy because I'm a mom of 3. Like, ain't nobody got time to be in the kitchen for 6 hours. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then, you know, even if you don't have kids, if you are busy, always working, like, we just need that
Convenience.
efficiency, the convenience. So these are all things that you can find at Winkle, Walmart, Smith's. Here, you know, in Utah, you guys have Smith's. We don't have that in Washington, but I try to keep that in mind all the time. What are places that they're gonna have these stores throughout the U.S., you know, that pretty much anyone can go to and find stuff. So I really shop 90% of the time at Walmart. Just so that way I can say like, hey guys, I found this at Walmart. So wherever you are, you can go to your Walmart and go look for it, you know. But of course, if you go to Down to Earth, Sprout,
Oh yeah, those are
what is the other one?
organic stores.
I just Whole Foods, you know. It's just I've never shopped at any of those because I don't want to have to be dependent on going to those stores for those things. I try to use what's around me, and Walmart happens to be the one right next, like
Yeah.
block over from us.
And it's cheaper. It's more affordable for families.
Right, exactly. It's budget friendly,
Man, I want to try this one now.
convenient.
I'm going back to the burger.
So what'd you say is in this? The sauce?
So we grew up eating our strawberries with sour cream and brown sugar. So this is just vegan sour cream
And brown sugar.
Yeah. Of course, like with the creaminess from dairy, it's hard to match that without the dairy. So that flavor isn't always there as strongly in terms of creaminess. But I feel like the vegan sour cream, vegan cream cheese, all those come pretty close.
Oh,
To where it kind of it fills that void. It gives you that fix of whatever it is you want to eat with it. Yeah.
Wow.
I just love everything so much. Oh
Good.
my God.
I'm so glad. I told you guys I was gonna blow your mind.
Girl, blown, mind blown.
I love it.
And then, you know, when you initially think of, like, the first thing you think of, like, vegan, or you initially think of plant-based, you're like, oh, it's not gonna taste good, or, you know, it's not gonna be as fulfilling or filling, you know, but, geez, this is something you can, like, actually get full off of.
But when I would like see your post, I'm like, man, her food looks so yummy. You know, like I saw your katsu one.
Yes.
I was like,
Or
she made
loco
katsu.
moco,
Yes.
I seen it on, I think it was Lala. You did one
Yes,
for Lala too. I'm like,
yes.
hey, that
So
actually looks good.
Lala did Link's Tap when we came in December.
Oh,
And right around, we ended up planning it to come around the time of our son's birthday. So
Oh, yeah,
that's what
that's
I made
right.
for all the family. And so I just told Lala, like, come through, classmate, you know, come get you a plate. And then I just asked him to shout me out, but I wasn't expecting, you know, his videos. I was so, you know, I was kind of taken back, but I'm grateful that, that he actually took the time to, like, dissect the food and, like, go into depth and detail about talking about it, because you can't really tell.
You cannot. Not with this plant-based burger or sandwich that it's plant-based, or fish that I thought was fish.
Yeah, no. Yes.
I did want to ask one question to Kel. So your kids, they eat this.
They eat this too?
They've adapted the same lifestyle too, right?
For the most part, yes.
part, yeah.
Yes. Since we have been here on vacation, pretty much, it's vacation for them at least. They have been just, you know, been loving the spoiled life of aunties and uncles, door dashing everything for them, or treating them to different places to eat. So they've been enjoying, but we've had these conversations in our house of how we all need to adapt more of a plant-based lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So in our house we have, this is how we find the balance. Again, I said I'll make vegan meals 4 nights a week, and then Lynn can have his meat the other 3. So the kids choose to.
Mint chocolate cookie.
Rush for the most part is vegan, our oldest, and she's kind of had digestive issues.
Okay, but the ice cream is fire, and I'm lactose, so now I won't have to worry about running to the bathroom tomorrow.
Okay, that's the one thing I love because
It doesn't even
You
taste
can't tell.
like
Yeah, you can't tell when it's not dairy.
So you guys have to try. This is so these are all 3 of my favorites, but this is my most favorite. I like peanut butter though. So if you like peanut butter, you get down with peanut butter. Netflix and chilled.
Wow.
She's bomb.
So, when you first started, did you kind of just start like shopping around and trying different things that you like, and then you find
everything basically that you see on my page is like trial and error. Like it's my own personal experiences, things that I like, things that I make and my family likes.
This food is amazing.
This is really good, yeah.
Right? Because it's the brownie, it's the peanut butter, and pretzels.
Wow.
They even have Netflix, the brownie, the chocolate fudge brownie. They have a vegan one as well. But I mean, there's so many. This is just one brand of what's out there now. So.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So
I agree. This is my favorite one.
Right?
No, but the cookie dough one is good too.
Oh,
Did you try this one? It's the mint chocolate cookie.
Wow.
So it's like the Oreo with mint ice cream. So the regular version of that is Link's favorite.
Oh wow.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Mint.
And you can really
ice
taste
cream
the mint in
with
it.
the Oreo.
Another thing too about like looks being deceiving. When you think of mint, you think of green, right? But you see no green in there, but the flavor is all there.
Cream.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh, there's not supposed to be any mint flavor, but hey, it's all there.
Yeah. So the green comes from just the like the mint plant,
Right.
the leaf. But it's all color, what's it called?
Oh yeah.
Food
color.
Food coloring. So really, yeah. But with
They're not supposed to be green.
They're not supposed to. It's all for like marketing,
exactly,
advertising,
marketing.
right? We've gone
And so
to
you think mint is green, yeah?
exactly. We've gone to places in Seattle that make homemade ice cream, and their mint it's all white, you know, of course, because it's just the flavoring.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Have you tried this one there?
Okay.
His favorite.
Try these.
Here's my favorite.
Try these cookies. The one that Ada put me onto.
Did they say how long they've been doing it for, Kels?
Have
Have you guys been doing it like the same time? You, Aisha, and Liz?
Pretty much, yeah. Like they went. I want to say they went like pescatarian
and then plant-based after?
or like plant-based, but had like pescatarian or like more fish or seafood, I think. And then they just went like full-on vegan around the same time as me.
Wow.
But they got onto it because I think Lewis's brother had been, or he has been plant-based vegan
Oh yeah, Andrew.
for like a year. Yes,
That's right.
He's been for a while, so awesome.
This is good too.
Yeah?
It's like Toll House.
There's no different, like,
Right.
it's not.
You're not.
You know who else was pescatarian growing up? Kat and Tiare.
Oh, yeah.
I remember every time they'd come over, they tried to tell my mom, tell us to like eat better like them, but for them it's been a lifestyle forever now.
Right.
And they look so good and young, you know, because you obviously are what you eat.
So if you,
That was really good.
if you
bomb.
didn't know, meat takes the longest to digest. I didn't know that. Again, I learned a lot. I never ever thought I would go vegan. You know, just being Polynesian, being from Hawaii especially, never thought I would
good
ever
food.
make that switch into a lifestyle change. But meat takes the longest to digest. So you're gonna eat things, and this is one thing that like my dad pointed out, like, oh, you know, but I don't stay full when I'm vegan. Okay, so can we talk about that real quick? What is the definition of full that we've learned and been conditioned to think about?
Okay, when you
Go
supposed to
sleep,
be
right?
Kanakatak, right?
I
Okay. But is that like is that healthy? Like, is that how we should be functioning? Like, we should be allowed to feel content or comfortably full and still be able to go on with our day without feeling the need for a nap.
Right.
So when I explained it to him that way, he's like, okay, yeah, now I see what you mean, because now that he's not vegan, but he's more plant-based. And he eats salad with everything now, which is the most salad he's ever eaten in his life. But he loves the way he feels now, you know, by just having his fish and salad or chicken and salad. That's what works for him, and he feels good. So him having diabetes, he's actually
Sis, did you help Dad convert?
yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when we first did this or started this, my whole family laughed at me.
I'm sure my family's gonna laugh at me too.
Yeah.
I mean, but no.
When you start something new,
Yes,
it's always
definitely.
gonna have
Or it
that.
was like that, like, okay, like we'll see how long that lasts, kind of thing.
We'll see when you start eating meat again.
Right. And then
Yeah.
they realized, like, oh no, like we're serious.
It's really
Then my
hard
brother
for-
Herc actually jumped on it, and he's the pickiest
Wow.
out of all of us. He won't eat bananas just because of the texture. Like he's
Oh, wow.
right, yeah, no, he's interesting with his food. But for him to be the first one to jump on trying vegan
Yeah.
food or plant-based with me, then it kind of became a competition among the siblings. Like, oh, okay, my other brother Thor was like, well, if her can do it, then I can do it. You know, then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, then everyone's trying to compete with each other in that, you know, because we're so competitive,
The
yeah.
thing about being Polynesian, we're all competitive. It's a competition.
So it just, one led to another, which then now the whole family has at least tried it.
Wow.
Which is, I think, amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good start, you know.
Right.
Very
Because
good.
then everyone has been
Yeah.
able to feel the difference. So if they do go back to eating meat or whatever, and they don't feel as good, they're like,
At least they
wait,
felt
I remember how
yeah.
it felt when I went, so let me try to get a little more back to that.
Yeah.
More plants or whatever, not as much meat. And that's basically what my whole mission is, to try to promote more plants, less meat and dairy. However that looks for you. However
Yeah,
that is.
and that works for you and your
Yes,
lifestyle.
exactly.
I do
That's
have another
amazing.
question.
Yes.
Because I like to eat out, mainly because if we don't have time to cook and I work all the time, what are options out there, like if you want to do plant-based, you know? Because I know you can get a salad, but what else? If I were like going around like what do you do or grab?
So again, can totally relate. When you're not prepared
Yeah,
and you don't have food with you and you're on the go, what can you get and where can you get it from? I include that in my vegan starter pack.
Oh,
Yes, I have
That's the
all.
plug. You gotta get it, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just have, and again, I shared on my page as well, so it's like I'm not hiding it all.
Yeah.
I do give out, like, I posted about Pizza Hut, Jack in the Box, Burger King, all on my Instagram, and in those captions it tells you everything that you can have from there that's vegan or plant-based. But in my vegan starter pack, I just give pretty much all the basic common fast food restaurants.
Yeah. There's a vegan ranch too.
Sis, vegan Caesar salad
my
dressing,
gosh.
vegan ranch. Pretty much everything can be veganized, and that's what I love. That's what I was saying about how, like, today things have come such a long way that you can pretty much find everything in a vegan option.
There's just a lot more. They cater to this more too
A lot
now.
more need, yeah.
Yeah,
a lot
there's
more
a lot
people
more,
are
yeah.
being more aware,
Uh-huh.
whether it's they're going vegan for the animals, for the environment,
Yeah.
for their health. Mine was like really just health reasons.
Yeah.
But the more I learn, the more I feel kind of obligated to not go back for the other reasons. The food will digest really quickly because it's not
Right.
meat. So this is again, you know, where we go back to like, oh, we're not that full, but this is how our body should be. It should be able to digest things quickly.
Yeah.
We should be able to still function after we eat, and not have a Kanak attack and need a nap right after.
And then how many of us have gone to Tucanos? You know, and after all that meat, have the meat sweats,
Right.
which is uncomfortable in a
The
way.
meat sweats. Wow.
And then all in the name of protein, you know, like, oh, I gotta eat my protein.
Oh my gosh, that's the funniest thing. And I've had people like
Talk about vegan and you're not
protein.
getting your protein in.
Right.
You just
So-
drink it, right? You just get the protein powder.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then
But most of these have protein in it anyway.
vegetables,
Vegetables
like
and
the
fruits.
beans,
Oh, yeah.
tofu. Pretty much every nutrient is found in the plant first. Yeah.
Can you talk us through
Oh,
this
my
thing here?
middleman, shoot.
What we got here?
So this is from the Pie Pizzeria. Me and Nay actually went to the one in downtown Salt Lake, and we tried it because I was just looking for options, and they have a full-on vegan menu. Like their vegan menu is
Try it.
broad. This is, can you taste it? Chicken bacon ranch pizza. Vegan, all vegan.
You can smell it. The chicken bacon ranch,
Yep.
but wow, that's crazy if this is all plant-based.
Yep, and I brought you the vegan ranch just in case you're like me and need your ranch dressing to eat pizza. Again, options.
You can't-
So many options now. It's like once you learn, there's no excuse to not try it at least once.
You can't tell.
There's just no words.
Yeah.
So
They're
good.
pretty cool.
This is bomb.
They're cheesy bread, or they call it their pull-aparts.
Mm-hmm.
They're vegan ones. Oh my gosh! Like my whole family was like, "What? This is vegan?" I mean, they always say that though because things just taste so familiar to what we're used to, and that's what I love. You really can't tell unless you're like super technical.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I feel like it's more of a mindset, mental.
Just playing with my mind right now. I can't. So we did this mukbang and wanted to partner up with Kelcy because she's here in Utah, trying to promote and share her new love and lifestyle. But that's what we figured. We wanted to update you guys, do a mukbang at the same time, and promote Polly's, supporting Polly's. I mean, we got to do 3 in all one. I just figured that out now. Anyway, Mabel and I used to live in Seattle, and Kelcy and Link have a beautiful home there, and they live there. We used to link up back in the day when we lived there, and we'd go over, eat their amazing food. Because like I said, these two can cook. Like, they had a business. They still have their business. Anyway, she's here, and we just wanted to help her promote and share why she's here.
Thank you. So I'm actually here in Utah. I'm gonna be doing some presentations at Lost Eden, which is Moana Ho Ching's art gallery that's opening this weekend.
Yay.
And so Tali is her first artist. Tali
Okay.
Hafoka, Alisa.
Oh, Milky's wife?
Yeah. So
Another lady girl. Another lady girl.
So she is the first artist, but her passion is more. She gravitates more towards painting food. That's her connection to back home.
Shut the front
Yes,
door. That's so cool.
it's amazing. I've seen. Oh my gosh, I was there when the photographers were taking pictures of her artwork. It's so beautiful. But and then like seeing like, as you guys will see when you go to the gallery, but like seeing her papaya tree, like that took me back to my grandma's backyard in Laie.
Yeah.
With the papaya tree, like looking up and getting that view towards the sky, like just little things like that. But because she likes to paint about food, Mo asked me if I'd come out here and just do some presentations about plant-based eating, kind of tying in the two, and just sticking to that theme, basically.
Yep.
So I'm going to be doing some presentations at Lost Eden Gallery, and I'm going to be having different nights with different themes. I'll be providing different vegan appetizers or refreshments, I guess, on the nights that I'm doing it. So yeah, that'll all be coming out
Let's pull the phone out.
the week 27th.
Oh, 27th? Okay, that's a Saturday, right?
Yes.
26th is a Friday, 27th is a Saturday. And then the name of the art gallery is
Lost Eden.
Lost Eden.
Oh, Lost Eden,
Lost
and it's
Eden,
located in Salt Lake City.
Yes.
At the gateway,
at the
right?
gateway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, that's Mo is so crazy. Like by converting, it was a clothing store that shut down because
Mo's
of
amazing
COVID.
too.
Yeah.
She's so
Shout out to
amazing.
Mo.
Yes. And just she converted it into a space to give our people a platform.
Yeah.
How
I
often
love
do you go into an art museum or a gallery and you see
Your own.
indigenous or Polynesian artwork? And if there is, how often is it that the owner is a Polynesian woman?
Yeah, female.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's so tight.
Indigenous female,
Yeah.
a female of color
Yep.
at that point, so it's just like so amazing. So I'm just so grateful that she's giving me this space to
Yeah.
be able to
oh my gosh.
promote, talk to our people, help educate, share, network, all that.
And what
That's
I love
amazing,
about
yeah.
this is it's also promoting like women empowerment or women supporting women. Because I feel like a lot of time, like women, we can either help uplift each other or we can bring each other down, but this is what it's about. Like
There's
Mo
no time
reaching
for
out to
that.
no time. Yeah.
No, I can't relate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo is amazing.
That's so awesome that she got you to come here and
Yeah.
to do that. So please go support and check that out on the 26th and 27th of March. Do you know what time it starts, sis? Or
It's gonna be from 7 to 11 p.m.
Okay.
So the Friday night will be a girls' night.
yeah.
And then Saturday will be a kava night for guys. Only guys. Yeah,
okay.
specifically for guys.
Cool.
Reason being is I'm going to be teaching about plant-based eating and how it applies to our cultures. But I'm also going to transition into having these conversation starters that about things that are normally swept under the rug in our culture.
Got it.
So I'm really excited about that. But I have a panel of men that are going to be there to talk with me. So I'll be transitioning the conversation to them. That way the guys who do come feel comfortable to open up to, it's not just them opening up to me, you know?
True.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
so it'll be good. I'm really excited. I have guys sending in videos that I'm also going to share at the presentation so that the guys can also see these other guys and what they're talking about and how it applies to show that we're all more alike than different.
Yeah.
And that we all are struggling through things.
Yeah.
But we're not alone.
Wow, I love that. That's so
Yeah, that'd be
amazing. That's exciting. And side note, before we even came, I was telling my friends I was going to come do this, and one of my friends was asking if you do meal prep or what, you know,
Coaching.
help,
or
yeah,
do you do any
coaching,
of that,
help
or-
people get started and stuff.
So I've been asked actually quite a lot if I do meal prep, and I know that there is a need for this kind of meal prep because people that do meal prep, it's not plant-based or it's not vegan necessarily. But it's not something I have on my list of things right now, as of right now.
Yeah.
But I do have a couple programs. Well, I have a program. It's called the High Vibe Reset, and it's basically a 2-week reset. It's more on the strict vegan side, so more plant-based. But it's 2 weeks to reset your body. I probably had about 50 people that have done it so far.
Wow.
Yes, and so it's amazing to hear everybody's their journey because I do set up weekly calls. It's only 2 weeks though. So it's like, but that's the soonest that your body needs to like reset itself.
Yeah.
And so I check in both weeks with people, and I feel like this is the perfect kickstarter into a vegan or more plant-based lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it kind of just like, it's like a cleanse, reset all in one. And then I have a vegan starter pack that I do sell. And it's just basically a PDF that helps you get started. I give recipes, I give all the little product substitutes, so like the mayo, how I was talking about, the sour cream, like I show you different brands that you can use and look for in the grocery stores to get that if you're wanting to try it.
That's cool because you're already doing the work for them. Yeah?
I know.
Right.
They just show up to the store and be like, oh, I need this,
I need
this, and
this.
And
this.
that's basically what it was.
Instead of
People
doing
are
the
like,
work,
oh, that's
yeah.
cool, but where do I start? So that's
Right.
kind of, I was actually, after I started the page, that I had people reach out like, okay, where do I start if I want to do this, this, and this? Then I was like, oh, I should create that. I mean, basically take all the work out of it. It literally took me like an hour at the grocery store when I first was starting my journey. Because I
You
didn't
have to
know,
read
and you're
through all
trying
the
to read
labels, yeah.
everything, and then you realize how many products have some kind of animal product in it.
Wow.
Whether it's dairy or even like dry meat. Like when I was trying to look for brown gravy, you know, like just to get that and have that, because there's all dehydrated meat in there. So then I had to
Animal
get really
substitute,
creative.
yeah.
Of like how do I recreate it then without using it? Just really, I've learned a lot. Let's just say that. So any way I can help our people cut that time in half of having to learn, I pretty much covered in the vegan starter pack.
Yeah. So if you
That's
want to
cool.
start, message Kelcy
Yes.
right now so that you can start right now too.
Yeah.
Because I want
This
to
is
start
pretty
right
cool.
now, too.
Exactly, yeah. For me too. I'm like, wow.
No, but for real.
This actually is.
Yeah, the food was
It's
amazing.
good. Yeah.
I love that you really try to focus on the flavor so that you don't feel, because you know it's all mental.
It is.
Obviously.
It is.
But if I bite into this and it tastes like a cheeseburger, it's a cheeseburger to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though it's not.
Again, how do we create lifestyle changes? It has to be something that we're gonna want to do in the long run.
Yeah.
And if everyone knows that we should be eating more fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
But can we really maintain that to eat that breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day? No, we're gonna revert back to what's yummy.
Yep.
So this is how I try to make it yummy and better than the real thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And again, what are your thoughts now? You know what I mean? Like after trying all this kind of.
I just feel like Kelcy really has changed my mind.
Yeah, this is really like, opening up a new way of thinking about food, especially since we
And
trying to be
guys,
healthier.
let's be honest, we love food. Look at us.
Right.
So for us to say these things about
Vegan or,
plant-based we're not lying. Like, try it for yourself. Check out her PDF, download her program, message her. I just want to say thank you so much because the Kelcy's basically sponsored this video.
Yeah, this is all
she bought
sponsored
all the
by
food for us to
Veganesian.
Yes.
Veganesian.
Yeah,
and the Ono plug.
And the Ono plug
Yeah.
for our non-vegan option. Although this summer I am going to be adding a vegan menu to it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, thank you guys so much for having me and letting me share and letting me see your guys' reaction firsthand of your guys' first time having a vegan
First time, So yeah. I guess any last things?
No, just thank you so much, Kelcy. She even cooked it for us, prepared everything and bought it. I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that we got to try it.
And I also now that we've tried it, we're glad that we get to share it with you guys. So hopefully you guys get to, whether you guys are around you or not, try some vegan or plant-based food and let us know what you think.
And if you're here in Utah and you want to meet her or meet up with her, message her while she's here so that you can meet her in person, learn anything you want about her lifestyle. Hit her up. She's always down to share.
And then again, my presentation's next weekend.
Check her out next weekend.
That I'm really excited for. Again, like I said, I'll be teaching things. I'll have vegan things there for you guys to taste. But I'm so excited to have these conversations started. So kind of like how this was with the mind opener of this. This is going to be just like the conversation starters. I truly feel like we are the generation that bridges the gap between our parents and the way that they think, and then our kids or the next generation.
Right.
And so in order to normalize things, we need to start talking about it more. We, as in our generation, need to start talking about it more for it to become more normal. So keep an eye out for my post. I'm going to be, sorry, we should have been promoting it a while ago, but things happen and we're still working on finalizing everything. So once I have all that material, I will be promoting it on my page, and I'll give all the directions and links for buying tickets and stuff to that space. Again, shout out to Lost Eden and Moana for allowing me to be there to help educate our people and include my vision into what it is that I want to use and take away from her space that she's offering.
Cool. Well, again, thank you for tuning into this episode, this mukbang.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because our channel's been kind of for a little bit. We're gonna need people to make it grow
But
again.
hey, this is a great way to get back into it, So we're excited and we're happy, to be doing this again. And
check out our merch too, Village Made on c4designs.com.
Shoot.